Hello! I'm going to walk you step by step on how I make my ceramic charms. I start by prepping my workspace with a canvas drop cloth, a towel, a cup of water, and some of my favorite tools. My B-Mix clay has been sitting out on my patio all summer and it's gotten a little bit moldy, but don't worry, that is actually totally fine. It was also feeling a little bit stiff, so you can see me checking that right here. I'm just gonna wedge it a little bit. I added some water and it softened right up. Definitely made sure to tighten that bag back up real nice and tight so it doesn't get even harder. I'm pretty sure it would be a crime if I didn't start by showing you how to make the croissant charm. She is the moment, she is the star, and we love her. Okay, so I start by ripping off a small piece of clay. I don't think I said this before, but these charms are for necklaces and bracelets. So they're pretty small, but once they go through the kiln twice, they're actually going to shrink even more. So take that into consideration if you are working with B-Mix. So anyways, I just start by forming this little croissant shaped blob and slowly start adding details. I don't actually have a lot of details when it comes to sculpting these tiny charms because a lot of the detail work is going to be in the glaze. I love painting the little details, so these are going to be a little bit rough, less realistic, but the final product is, I'd say, pretty realistic, just in comparison to what they're going to look like today. Once I go in with those lines, I smooth out the piece. I just use water on my fingertips and then smooth out those little cracky dry spots. It works like a charm. After I'm done sculpting the piece, I add one of these high temperature hooks that I got. It doesn't melt in the kiln because obviously the really high temps of the kiln will melt a lot of metals, but these ones work perfectly. Okay, moving right along, we're working on our next charm. Can you take a wild guess at what it's gonna be to go with a croissant? I didn't tell you the theme, but the theme of these are girl dinner. I'm just kidding, but like kind of like charcuterie board vibes. So I'm sculpting a tomato now, very simple, but I go in with this little tool that I absolutely love to do details with to add the little stem and like leaf part at the top of the tomato. Don't at me because I know this low-key looks like a nipple, but it's gonna be a tomato. Just wait, trust the process. I swear every artwork that I make, I say trust the process, okay? This is gonna look like the most realistic tomato charm you've ever seen in your whole life. This is probably the easiest and quickest charm I make. It's literally already the shape that it's gonna be. Yep, you're right, that's a lemon. That's just a cute little lemon. The lemon on these necklaces and bracelets is an ode to my favorite drink, a limoncello spritz. If you haven't tried it, I highly recommend. 10 out of 10. The vibe of these necklaces and bracelets would not be complete without an olive charm. I think the olives are my favorite charm, possibly, and also my favorite part to every charcuterie board, so this was a must. Now I know you guys are gonna guess this one so quick. This one pairs perfectly with the very first charm I made. Can you have a croissant without a baguette? No, I don't think so. So here's the baguette. She is one of my favorite ones to sculpt. Simple, but I love carving those tiny little details at the top of that baguette. The tool that I'm about to use, I kind of use like a paintbrush with clay. And if you know me, you know I love to paint. So this little rubber tool is for sure one of my favorites and I use her often. I'm also so bad because I don't know the names of like half the tools I use, but I know that I like them and I know that they work for me. So does it really matter? No. I'm realizing that I use the same hand movements for almost every charm. Oh look, it's a strawberry. Oh look, it's a strawberry. If you know that reference, that TikTok reference, I love you. If you don't, I just sounded so weird. I like to keep the leaves and the stem of the strawberries rough. Once I paint it green, it just looks pretty cute. I'm telling you, you just gotta trust the process. Okay, so in the past, I did the brie cheese charm like that, but it looks so much like a Pac-Man to me that with these charms, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a slice of brie. And I had a great time sculpting these. They looked realistic like immediately, and I know once I paint the inside like a pale yellow, it's just gonna look so good. I can't wait to see how they turn out. So this was part 1 of my little ceramic charm series. The next part is going to be the glazing, and y'all are not going to want to miss that. I love to paint. See you soon.